Delish. So we're officially back in Utah. I just got back last night from French Polynesia. I was on the island of Tahiti for a few days and then the island of Moorea, which was absolutely beautiful, stunning, and amazing. I have a vlog up if you want to check that out if you missed it. But I'm just feeling so good. And this morning I was like, I really want to film like a back on track reset vlog type situation. So that's what we're going to do today. But the trip was absolutely like electric. I loved absolutely everything about it, and I just am so thankful for that experience. Like, I was almost brought to tears this morning in meditation. Like, that was such a special type of experience. Like, I know people can go and travel to French Polynesia, but I just feel so grateful for the people I was with, how I was able to stay with an actual Tahitian family, sit in a Tahitian high school class. Like, it was a very authentic, raw, more integrated experience, and I just am so thankful for so many things. And it was funny because when I was going through my gratitude this morning in meditation, like the first of all the initial ones that I listed off were all of the things that had to do with humans and connections and the experiences I had through people, not necessarily like the activities that we did, if you will. Like, those definitely came after, but I noticed like all the initial things that I felt grateful for that I rambled off all had to do with like the people I was with and the community I was surrounded by, which I thought was really cool and really special. I just feel like I learned so much on that trip. I gained so many new experiences. I learned just a ton about French Polynesia and Tahitian culture, which I think is really cool and should always be a goal when you're traveling. I just feel so good now. I feel so electric. Like, I didn't realize how kind of burnt out and just kind of flat I was feeling until coming back now. I like feel so reignited. I feel so passionate again. I feel really excited to get back to work and create more content for you guys and have more like creative videos. I just feel such a spark. Like, things were kind of dull here before I left, and it's amazing when I travel. Like, it reminds me of all the beauty of where I am from and like everything here, and I realize how much I missed Utah and how thankful I am to live here full time. Just everything. I'm just feeling really good and super recharged. So I'm having a quick little brekkie. We have no groceries because I haven't been here, so I basically just made a smoothie, some peanut butter toast. I'm gonna go try to hit legs quickly, maybe run to the grocery store, then come back because I have a coaching call and I don't want to be late for that, so maybe I won't go to the store. We'll see. I need to get back to a few brands, and I really need to edit YouTube videos because I have 2 that I need to finish and 1 that I really want to get up like tomorrow. We're going to the gym, but I want to show you my new Tahiti shirt. It says Island Lovers Tahiti. How, like, this is right up my alley, and I bought it literally to wear to the gym. This is my outfit. I don't want my body on, you know, display today. I'm feeling like being in hermit mode. So this is what we're wearing.
So step number 5 when it comes to getting back on track after vacation is getting a workout in, just getting yourself back in the gym. And I know it may seem very challenging, especially like the first day back, but that one's always the hardest one. And then the flow will kind of be able to come after that. So I didn't show my normal warm up here, but I did my normal like mobility work and foam rolling situation. I always start off with some warm-up sets, which is what you just saw. Now I threw on some weight to get into my actual working set. Now, my also advice is after taking some time off, whether it being from vacation or whatever else, don't feel like you need to throw on the same weight that you knew that you could lift previously. Like, you're going to really want to listen to your body here and kind of test the waters to see what weight feels good. My normal max with this is like 2 plates and maybe sometimes even more than that. But I obviously didn't just chuck on 2 plates and thought like, okay, sweet, I'm good to go. I kind of decided to just go lighter than I may think that I need, see how it feels, and then kind of go from there. My strength actually felt really good, way better than I thought it was going to here, but everything still just felt really hard, but I was able to lift everything still, which was still good. So like I said, moved into this hack squat machine. This obliterated my quads. Actually, my quads were so sore, and I have to attribute it to this. So in terms of some quick form pointers, as always, you want your knee to be stacked over your ankle. So that may, you know, lead you to putting your feet up higher than you may normally do, but I promise this helps you really feel it in your glutes more and allow you to really sink back and sit back into that squat. You constantly should be pushing up through your heels. You should also be pushing your knees outward throughout the whole movement. Don't let them cave in. That core is nice and tight, and you don't want to lock out your knees as well at the top of the movement, just as you would not want to do that with a leg press as well. Since this is one of our first exercises in the whole entire workout, this is one where I'm really pushing my weight. I'm pushing myself here just in general. I'm more so just going pretty much close until failure. I'm choosing a weight that is really hard for me to complete 10 reps with proper form. If you could do 10 reps easily, that's a sign that you definitely need to up your weight in order to really push yourself. So this was an overall leg day, so you already know we had to do some sort of deadlift. Here we're doing a dumbbell stiff leg deadlift for 4 sets of 10 to 12. To pick up that weight, you saw that I made sure my back was nice and flat, and I lifted up with my legs, rolled my shoulders back and down, dropped my shoulders away from my ears to engage my back muscles to be able to properly support and hold that weight, and then properly be able to isolate the glutes and the hammies, which is what we were trying to work here. So the biggest thing to keep in mind, you want to picture yourself hinging at the hips and focus on pushing your hips backwards rather than you just bending over. That's what's going to really help you with this movement. If you're someone who struggles with lower back pain, make sure you're really keeping those dumbbells grazing the front of your legs throughout the whole entire time. That should help mitigate that. And again, when you're pushing your hips backwards, you're keeping your back nice and flat, a nice neutral spine. And when you're pushing your hips back, you want to shift your weight into your heels, and then you're going to be pulling up through your heels, contracting your hamstrings and your glutes to pull you up out of that bent over position. Then I moved into some hip thrust. The normal, like I couldn't do it with the barbell because it was too crowded. So I did a little complex here. I don't love using the hip thrust machine. So when I do, I like to go a little bit lighter, but add intensity by increasing volume via the amount of reps that I'm doing. So I'm doing 10 normal reps here, and then we move into 10 pulses right after that for 3 total sets. So similarly to that hack squat, I'm positioning my legs. Your feet should be closer to your bum most likely than you think you may need to. So I have my knees pretty much stacked over my ankles again, pushing my knees out throughout the whole entire time, and I'm focusing on scooping with my hips and driving through my heels, keeping my core nice and tight, and that was me doing those 10 pulses at the end. Deadly, deadly combo. So after we did our main bulk movements for our workout, which were those big compound moves, that's where we're really pushing our weight, lifting as heavy pretty much as we can. And now we're moving into a little bit more isolated work. So this is a side leg press. I did this for 3 sets of 12. I used to love this in college. Ideally, this works and feels a lot better if you have a horizontal leg press where the foot pad moves as opposed to the seat moving. Didn't really love this, didn't really have amazing range of motion here, but I just really focus on mind to muscle connection. And the purpose here is to target that upper outer glute where my hand is, your glute medius and minimus. And basically it's all with the foot placement here. And like I said, you really need to have strong mind to muscle connection to feel it properly and properly distribute your weight. So I have my working leg, my foot is angled out at about like a 45-degree angle. I'm driving up through my heel the whole time, and I'm really pushing that hip outward that's on my working leg, and I'm focusing on putting all my weight in that top outer portion of my glute. So when I'm going down at the bottom of that leg press, I'm focusing on putting all of that weight, all that tension, all that torque in that area. Touching it really helps with that mind to muscle connection, and I'm squeezing that muscle as I push out with my working leg's heel. That's something I like to do to help with this overall rounding out the glutes and helping add some more volume. Then I finished off with one single set of as many reps as possible with the seated abduction machine. I just felt like I had more in me, and so I just hammered this out here. Again, play around with where you feel it best, but for me, I was liking it sitting up straight, and the biggest thing that I do is focus on, again, pressing out with my heels, and I focus on kind of sweeping out and having all that pressure be coming from the outer portion of my heels, if you will, and focus on sweeping, like a sweeping motion with my knees. But I'm constantly making sure my core is tight, because what you don't want to do is like tilt your hips forward and then have this big arch in your lower back and kind of use momentum there and have that arch in your lower back, if you know what I'm talking about. So make sure you're keeping your lower back neutral, your core nice and tight to prevent any like too much flexion in there, to really make sure that you're isolating your glute med and minimus. Later now, I had a 1-hour coaching call which went superb. Don't forget, if you guys want to book a call with me, I have 30 or 60-minute options, and you can click the link down below in my bio to schedule a call with me. We can literally talk about absolutely anything: spirituality, mindset, fitness, cardio, fitness goals, productivity, traveling, literally anything that you want to speak about. I am your girl, so you can book with me down below. But it went really well, and now I am gonna go for a walk, which I should have I'm a little bit behind schedule today already, but I'm gonna go for a walk, answer some emails, and potentially try to post on Instagram. But I hate when this happens, when I have bad timing, because now my phone is on like 25% and I don't want to wait for it to charge because I want to go. But we have a really beautiful blue skies, and then we're gonna go to the store because we really have no food. We're back from the store. Yes, I have a beanie on. Do I kind of feel like it's too early for a beanie? A little bit, because it was like 60 degrees when I was on my way to the store. But I feel like if I see someone with a jacket on, it's reasonable for me to be wearing a beanie. So whatever. That's the one good thing that I like about winter and living in a ski town, is being able to wear beanies. I kind of got a lot of stuff. All of this was $117 precisely at Walmart. We literally had nothing, so we re-upped in everything. First of all, I got myself an Olipop. These are actually phenomenal, super good. I was really in the mood for this. And I have some Eggies as well. I also got this little tub of watermelon chunks as a snack because your girl's hungry. Then I got this Bonza pizza crust because I have a really good pizza recipe that I love that I'm gonna make. For a couple frozen vegetables, I have green beans and broccoli. Random fruit is in this bag for some reason, but I got 3 bananas because all the rest of them were not ripe at all. I like my bananas like super, super ripe. Then I had some corn tortillas for tonight's dinner because I'm just gonna make chicken tacos. I've been completely out of flaxseed. Make sure you get ground flaxseed, very important.
I got some more bone broth, which just because I wasn't sure if we had any still or not, and I've been liking to cook with that. I got this yellowfin tuna just to try because I don't know, it just looked good. I also got my normal white albacore tuna cans as well. The usual green chilies for tonight's tacos as well because these make everything taste so much better. More of my iconic turkey bacon because we're completely out. More protein. I have ground bison, which I've been loving. Also, they had some really good grass-fed steak options. I was like so surprised. I was like, okay, Walmart, moving it up. Then I also got some ground turkey and then some organic chicken tenders that were on sale. I'm gonna make these right now. I think I'm gonna make like a meat sauce. So I got some crushed tomatoes. I have some corn. I usually like to have this with tacos, but I also like to put that in salads. I might put that in my meat sauce, honestly. We had no salsa, so I'm gonna eat that tonight. Sun-dried tomatoes. This is so good with pesto and sourdough. Can't beat it. More everything with the bagel seasoning for my eggs. And some goat cheese, because I'm not a cheese person, but goat cheese hits different for me. Second bag. This is all like produce. So I have some romaine lettuce, celery, blueberries, some carrots, because I've been liking just to eat these plain. 2 green bell peppers for the pizza that I'm gonna make and potentially that meat sauce. I have some tomatoes, some avocados, a red and white onion, 2 lemons, 2 Fuji apples because they're the best. I have a cucumber, a kiwi, cilantro for tonight's tacos, 2 yellow peaches because I love peaches. Lastly, I have this giant bag of red potatoes. I bought literally so much. This feels so good to have a real meal because all day I've just been snacking because we've had no food. I really just was craving chicken because I didn't have it all week and just some vegetables. So I made a chicken taco salad, basically diced up some chicken tenders, threw on my homemade taco seasoning, also tossed in some chicken broth while it cooked just to add more flavor, a little bit extra protein, all the benefits of bone broth. Then I just threw it on a bed of lettuce with avocado, red onion, cilantro, some goat cheese, salsa, and sun-dried tomatoes, and it's hitting. And this is just a corn tortilla. But yeah, that was pretty much all the bases when it comes to me trying to get back on track after vacation. Meditation to get my mind right. Always need to start the day then with writing a to-do list so I can get my life organized and know what I need to do. Knock off a few tasks for the day. Try to get myself to the gym and get a workout in. And then I also like to get outside just to get some fresh air, but also to get some more movement in because I definitely didn't get as many steps in over vacation, which is fine, but it just always makes me feel better to do that when I get back. And then ideally fuel myself with actual whole foods from eating out quite a bit. Would have liked to go to the grocery store earlier today, but it is what it is. But I always need to do a big grocery shop when I come back from a trip to like help me reset. So while we're on the topic of, you know, travel, adventure, a rejuvenating time period, I thought now would be a perfect time to remind you guys of the Costa Rica retreat that I will be hosting next June. There are 2 different waves, so there's 2 different groups. So the first one is going to be June 9th to June 15th, and then the second one is June 18th to June 24th. And it is in collaboration with the company Trova Trip. So essentially they have planned a beautiful itinerary for us. We're going to be hiking, going to organic farms, snorkeling, going to waterfalls, visiting a hot spring. So many fun things. We're basically going to be adventuring together for a week. And then I will be hosting 3 different workshops throughout the week. So first one is Mindset Matters. And I'm going to be talking about journaling with you guys, affirmations, gratitude, basically kind of walking you through like a group journaling session, if you will, which is going to be really fun. Next one is a group workout class. It's going to be like no equipment, full body weight, like kind of EMOM style workout. And then the third one is called Meditation Station, where I'm kind of going to be running through an introduction to meditation, breath work, and the use of like affirmation cards, that sort of thing in order to find clarity. So it's kind of going to be more of like a reflection session as a way to kind of end the trip all together and just kind of reflect on the time that we've all had together. So I'm really hoping for this to be a very restorative, rejuvenative, and fun just vacation for everyone. I want you guys to have fun and feel like we're able to explore, see the beautiful country of Costa Rica, make new friends with like-minded people, have the opportunity to meet me. Like, we're going to be very closely together throughout the whole week of the trip. But I also want you guys to be able to walk away with more like tangible takeaways for you to apply into your everyday life once you get back from the trip, and kind of take what you've learned in terms of like living the Live Fit lifestyle for a week and applying it to your everyday life. I'm also planning on having little goodies for you guys and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I will have have those two linked down below. The first wave of the trip, there's only one seat left. In the second wave, there's a few more spots open there, but I really truly would love to have you guys. I would love the opportunity to meet you guys in real life. It's like the most rewarding and fun thing ever. And I love traveling. We've been on a huge traveling kick lately, so the only thing to make it better would be if you guys were there with me. So again, if you're interested, you can click the two links down below to buy your ticket. The ticket includes the hotel, all of the activities that we're doing, most meals, transportation to and from the airport. The only thing that you will still need to pay for in conjunction with this retreat ticket is your own airfare and some meals sporadically throughout the trip. So that's everything. I hope you guys really enjoyed this vlog. Again, don't forget to check out those two retreat links down below. I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.